Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is the 58th video of Hai Yang's Practice Proverb series. All of the proverbs covered in this series are my original creations meant to preserve training knowledge in the proverb format to benefit present and future generations of practitioners. If you are new to this channel, please take some time to check out my content. You will find a lot of useful information about internal styles, martial arts, and Xiudao practice. Following the same structure as in previous weeks, I will answer questions about last week's proverb and then move on to the new one. So let's recap last week's proverb first. It was 武功低架子能提高身法练习之效率，乃身形自我内调之结果。Translation: Low posture in martial art training is to improve the efficiency of Shenfa practice, since the human body can adjust itself internally. End translation. Now, let me answer a question asked by our community members. Anonymous asks, quote, "Can you introduce a specific low posture practice so that I can start work on it?" End quote. Thank you for your question. There are so many low posture practices in all the styles. You do not need a specific posture to work on it. You can just choose any posture that can be adapted in a low posture approach. Of course, some movements such as 雀地龙 or dragon on the ground in Tai Chi, dragon posture of Xing Yi are popular movements used to practice low posture. I hope I answered your question. Now let's move on to today's proverb. It is an advanced concept and not meant for a beginner. Also, if you are someone who denies the concept and the practice of Fajin, then this proverb is way too advanced for you. Very often, we hear about the term 支撑八面 or martial energy should be extended to the 8 directions. So, what does this mean? Does it mean that we should always extend the martial energy to the 8 directions? Today's proverb will answer this question. It is 支撑八面乃练功之法门，然用法更要聚力于一点，故八面归一。There are 4 sentences organized into 2 parts. I will translate the Chinese version word by word and then introduce the English version. Also, I hope you will pay attention to these Chinese versions of terms so you can use them in communication in the future. The first part, 支撑八面乃练功之法门。支撑 means extending and supporting, a term used to describe the practice in martial art training that martial energy should extend outward. 八 means 8. 面 means direction. 八面 together means 8 directions. Forward, backward, left, right, upward, downward, and sideways. 乃 means just is. 练功 means training, practice. 支 means of. 法门 means method, solution. Put together, it means martial energy extending to 8 directions is the concept used in training, especially standing training, which is the comparatively static approach. Then, can this concept be used in martial application? That brings us to the next part. Let's continue. The second part, 然用法更要聚力于一点，故八面归一。然 means however, 用法 means in application, 更 means more, 要 means should, 聚 means concentrate, gather, 于 means two, 一点 means one spot, 故 means so that, 八面归一 is the term I created to express the concept of martial energies of 8 directions should concentrate to one direction or one spot. Put together, it means, however, all the energy in the application should be concentrated into one direction or one spot, which I called 8 direction returning as one, or 八面归一. Now, let me explain it a bit further. Like I said in the beginning, the concept of 支撑八面 or martial energy should extend to 8 directions, or the whole body should have a peng energy or word of energy, a term used in the internal martial art practice. When a term has been popularized for decades or centuries, very often practitioners stop thinking about the specific situations in which this term should be applied. Actually, this concept is mainly used in formal practice, especially in 站桩 or standing training practice. More often, in routine practice, when the movement is done, the body takes a moment to relax, and this term is perfectly suited for this situation. Therefore, it is a very critical concept for a practitioner to pay attention to the practice of extending martial energies to different directions while stabilizing a posture, which is a step from a dynamic state to a comparatively static state. Now, what I intend to introduce in this proverb is the second part of it, which emphasizes the importance of concentrating martial energies of 8 directions to one in martial application. It is not a practical approach to extend martial energies to all the directions during a striking action in combat situations. In other words, in a dynamic state such as striking, martial energies should be gathered from different directions to a major one instead of extending around in all the directions. Even the symmetrical energies should still concentrate in one major direction. So, I hope from now on you will analyze and determine when to apply this concept and the practice of extending to 8 directions, a comparatively static approach in 发劲 or martial energy release practice. Now, let's recap this proverb. Extending to the 8 direction is a concept used in training. However, all the energy in the application should be concentrated into one direction or one spot, which I call 8 direction returning as one. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all found this proverb and its explanation informative, and I hope it benefits your practice. Please post your questions about this proverb in the comment section, and I will answer them for you in the first part of next week's video. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and enjoy your practice.